Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstories.com, and today we are going to do a quick unboxing and full review of Huawei P6. As per the claims, this is one of the slimmest smartphone available right now in the market. It has been launched in India for a price of around 30,000 or 29,999, which is the approximate price for this device, which is the MRP. However, you can actually get this device for a lesser price as well. So in this video we are going to tell you all the features of this phone, and whatever there is on the phone we will cover it. So taking a look over the box, this is how the package look like. You have the Huawei logo over here, the Huawei P6 written. Here you have some information. Over here you have the same phone number written. On the back side of the box we have nothing. Again, a very sleek and stylish kind of packaging from Huawei. And once we open the package, we see the device. So the first thing which we get in the box is the device itself, and here we have the white version of Huawei P6. Device really looks good in terms of the overall build quality and design, and this is one of the best design which we have seen as far as smartphones are concerned. It is really thin in terms of the thickness. The approximate thickness of this device is around 6.2 millimeter, which is again quite commendable. And when we take a look over the edge, we have an aluminum grill which actually holds the phone, and it is again the same kind of quality which we have seen on iPhone. So this is looking like an iPhone build quality, basically the iPhone like build quality, and we will take a look over the device later on. Let's take a look first of all what we have in the package apart from the device. So once we open the package, here we see all the box, and everything is actually inside the box within this package, which is something which we like. Here we should get the headphones, and let me just open this back and show you the headphones. Let's see what kind of headphones actually come within the package of this phone. So here we have the standard headphones which come within the package of this phone with metallic mesh, and again the build quality of these headphones is better and good actually, and this is how they look like. Again, they are not in-ear headphones which you will get with this device, but they are standard headphones with this kind of a design. You have a mic module as well with a button to pick the call. As you can see, you do have mic over here, and we have an L-shape audio lead basically for this headphones. As you can see, pretty good in terms of the overall design. Apart from this, if we take a look over the charger which we should get in this box, let me just open this box and show you the charger. So here we have the Huawei universal charger, standard kind of a charger with Indian pins, and we have the port over here. When it comes to the output current from this charger is going to be 1 ampere. And apart from the charger, we get the cable, which is again packed in a way we see on iPhone packaging basically. And this is the USB to micro USB cable which come within the package, quite nicely packed I must say, and the length seems to be pretty good as well. Apart from this, let's take a look what we have in the package. So this is the last box which we have got in the package. This should have some user manuals and other stuff. So here we have the user manual, the safety information for this device, and we have the quick start guide for the P6, which tells you about the buttons and the placement of the sensors as well, and the connectivity options as well. It also tells you how you can actually insert the SIM card and micro SD memory card into this device to expand the storage, and it tells you about some of the basic features for the phone. And apart from this, we also get a silicone case which comes within the package of this phone. Looks pretty good in terms of the overall design, as you can see. So you can actually use this silicone case with the Huawei P6, and again you can protect the phone from the back side. And when it comes to the front, it is little bit above the front display, so it will protect the edge even if you place the device like this on a table, so the display won't get any scratches even if you place it like that. You can access the volume rocker over here, as you can see, although it is quite difficult and not a very good tactile feedback which you would get. And you can access the power and sleep key as well. And here we have the both of the micro USB and micro SD card slot, which is actually covered. And again, this is going to protect the Huawei SN Mate a lot in case you are going to use it. There is a proper cutout for the loudspeaker, and there is a good cutout for the camera and LED flash. None of them is blocked. And at the top you have the cutout for the micro USB port for data syncing and charging, and you have a cutout as well for the secondary mic on this device. However, when it comes to the primary mic, which is there at the bottom, and there is a cutout for that as well. Now here we have the Huawei SN P6 again, and if we take a look, as we already told you that the build quality of this device is really nice, and in terms of the weight as well, this device is not very heavy. It is around 120 gram in terms of the overall weight. The thickness of the device is fairly thin, that is 6.2 millimeter, quite commendable as far as the thickness which they have actually achieved for this phone. And it feels really solid in hand. It is fairly portable to hold in one hand. You can use the phone even with one hand. The display is around 4.7 inch, which is an IPS plus LCD capacitive touchscreen display. And again, the display is high definition, although it is not full high definition resolution which you will see on this device, but it is 720 into 1280. Gives you a pixel density of around 312 pixels per inch. As you can see, even if you take a closer look over the display, you won't notice the pixelation on this screen. Apart from this one has the Corning Gorilla Glass protection as well as far as the front display is concerned, and viewing angles for this display are also pretty wide. I must say, you can view the screen from extreme viewing angles without any issues. However, there might be slight fading of colors whenever you view it from vertical viewing angles, although from sideways it is pretty good. Now taking a look over the connectivity and the ports, at the bottom we have the primary mic on the device. On this side we have a SIM ejection tool, which actually does not come within the package, but it is part of the phone. So you can eject this part anytime you would like to eject the SIM card and the memory card out of this device with this tool, and you can always place this tool within the phone, so you don't have to worry about carrying this with you wherever you are on the go. You do have these paddings over here, the breakage, which is actually for the signal antennas and other things. On the top we have a secondary mic as well for noise cancellation and video chat. Here you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. At the back we see an 8 megapixel camera which can record high definition video at 1080p at 30 frames per second, and you do have LED flash as well for the low light photos. You have the Huawei branding over here, looks pretty good, and you have the loudspeaker mesh actually at the back side of the phone. So whenever you place this phone like this on a table, the sound from the loudspeaker will get blocked and it might get muffled as well, and we will just show you that as well. On this side, if we take a look, we have the trays for the SIM card and micro SD memory card. So again, the inbuilt storage of this device is 16 GB, and you can again expand the storage of the device with the help of micro SD memory card, and you can insert the SIM card into this slot. We have the volume rocker, which is again a metal button, and we have the power and sleep key, which is also a metal button. Again, both of these buttons will give you good amount of feedback, and they're quite easy to access. When you press them from the side, you can easily access them with your finger. On the top you have the micro USB port. On the front you have the nice metallic earpiece. Here you have the LED notifier light. You do have LED notifier light on this device, and you have the proximity and ambient light sensors over here. You have the front camera, which is a 5 megapixel camera, and again this front camera can also record high definition video at 720p, and you can also do a high definition video chat from the front camera. And one thing which we really like about this device as far as design is concerned, the top part of the device is flat, whereas the bottom part of the device is actually rounded, and it is a kind of a very different design which we have seen till now. So it will definitely, because of these rounded edges, you can easily hold it in one hand and it feels good, and also it will go into your jeans pocket like this very easily without any issues because of these rounded edges, which are again matte finish. As far as the finishing of the device is concerned, it is matte finished on the back side, so it won't get the fingerprints and scratches very easily. Again, it will be easy to hold as well, and it will give you a nice grip. And the battery on this device is again non-removable, so it has 2000 mAh battery, Now here we have the lock screen, and if we take a look, the overall UI which we see on this device is again the emotion UI which we see on other Huawei phones as well. You can unlock the phone, you can also launch the camera from here. So let's unlock it as of now, and once we unlock it, we see all these home screens. You can again increase and decrease these home screens, up to 9 home screen maximum you can have actually. You can also specify any one of them as default. But taking a look over the system configuration which we have on this device, we have an ARM V7 processor, and the processor which we have on this device, the chipset is actually from Huawei itself, and the chipset model is Huawei K3 V2, which is the chipset which we have on this device, and we have a quad-core 1.5 GHz processor on this device, as you can see. And this is the hardware, in case you want to know. As far as the display resolution is concerned, it is 720x1184. It is not 1280, because you have the touch capacitive buttons which are there within the display of the screen, not on the body of the phone, so they will take some part of the screen resolution most of the time. When it comes to the GPU, you have this GPU on this device, and when it comes to the sensors, let me take a look over the sensors. So you have 3-axis accelerometer sensor, magnetic field sensor, orientation, proximity, gyroscope, gravity, linear acceleration, and rotation vector sensor as well on this device. Now the overall UI has been heavily optimized on this phone, as you can see. As far as notification settings are concerned or the setting options are concerned, everything is looking different. It is not at all stock Android. If we take a look over the version of Android which is running on this device, you have 4.2.2 preloaded. And when it comes to the storage, let me just show you the storage as well. So if we take a look over the storage over here, we have 8 GB of internal memory on this device, not 16 GB, and out of 8 GB you get around 4.82 available to the user, out of which 2.20 is actually available because we have installed certain heavy games and other applications. That is why it is this much, but the total memory available on this device out of 8 GB is 4.82. Again, this device has the required sensors over here, so it supports automatic brightness. And if we take a look over the wallpaper, you have support for lock screen wallpaper, home screen wallpaper, and again static wallpapers will be supported. You do not have support for live wallpapers, but and video wallpapers are also not supported, so you can again install third-party applications to have video wallpaper on this device. However, we are not sure whether it will work or not. Now, as far as sound enhancement options are concerned, apart from the normal sound settings, you do have Dolby Digital Plus sound enhancement on this device to enhance the overall quality of sound which you will get from the loudspeaker as well as from the headphones on this device. And you also have a power manager on this device which will again optimize the overall features of the device to give you more power in case you need it. Especially you have different kind of power plans. One is the normal, in which nothing is actually optimized. Then you have smart, endurance. Again, they also tell you the amount of time you will be able to use the phone at a specific point. Whenever the battery condition is whatever in terms of the battery percentage, they will tell you how much of time you can actually use the phone if you enable these modes. And these modes are actually designed in such a way that they specify the battery condition in such a way that they optimize it by disabling some of the things like lowering down the CPU usage and the network access on this device by certain applications to a certain level. Some gestures which are supported on this device, as far as the proximity sensor is concerned, you do have flip to mute. So in case you are getting a call, you can flip the device like this on a table and it will get muted. You can also pick up whenever the volume is actually loud. So in case you are getting a call and volume is the phone is actually ringing, you can actually wave your hand and pick up the phone. And you can also make it closer to your ears so that you can easily answer a call without pressing any button. That is. Now, as far as RAM is concerned, you have 2 GB of RAM on this device, and out of 2 GB of RAM, you have around 572 MB of RAM which is used, and you get around 1.1 GB of RAM available to the user to use for new applications. So again, you can install more applications and heavy games on this device. The available amount of free RAM on this device is fairly good. And one more thing which we would like to tell you is that in case you have installed any heavy application or game on this device, you can always move that application or game or some part of that basically to the SD card by tapping over here once you have inserted an SD card into this device. Now here we have the camera interface on the Huawei SN-P6, and this is how the camera UI look like. You can always toggle in between the photo and video mode from here. You have the capture button over here. You can control the flash from here. You can toggle to the front camera, and the front camera is a 5 megapixel camera, pretty good in terms of the video stream which we can actually see as of now. And again, you can do a high definition video chat from the front camera on this device. Colors as well as the clarity is pretty good as far as the front camera is concerned. And this is how the back camera look like. And again, you do have tap to focus on the back camera as well. So let me just take this photo as of now, and we are just taking this photo in some artificial light in an indoor room. Let me just turn out the flash. So if we take this photo again without flash, this is how the photo looks like, and let me just show you the same. So here we have the photo, and if we take a look by zooming, we can see the clarity is there on the photo. As far as details are concerned, we can see the details, and the colors as well are looking pretty good if you compare it with an actual object which is over there. So the low light performance of the camera is pretty good, and we have taken some other shots as well. This is an example shot. As far as the daylight performance is concerned, the camera does perform a good job. Now here we have the phone dialer, and if we take a look over the phone dialer, we do not have the video call option on the phone dialer. This is how the messaging application look like on this device, and again it is slightly optimized in terms of the overall look and feel. The keyboard which we see over here can be changed to this kind of a keyboard as well in case you want the 3:9 keyboard, and we have the QWERTY keyboard over here. However, you do not have swipe to type supported on this keyboard, but still typing on this keyboard should not be an issue. As we can see, there is no problem. The keys are pretty different in terms of the size. They are very close to each other, but again, with time you will get used to it. While typing on this device, you won't face any problem. You can always type in the landscape mode as well in case you want to. We have turned off the rotation, that is why it is not rotating. So in terms of the overall keyboard keys, they are pretty quite okay in size for typing. You won't face any problem while typing on this device, but you do not have continuous input supported on this device as far as typing is concerned. Now when it comes to some pre-installed application which you will get on this device, you get a theme application which will allow you to change the look and feel of the device, and you can actually optimize the device to make it look different with these themes which you can always apply. There are certain 5 to 6 themes which you have on this device. You can download more themes as well. Again, these themes will make the device look and feel different. You do have some widgets which you can place on the screen, including the photo widget, the music player. You have some contacts as well which you can specify. You have the weather widget as well, but these are all the widgets which you have, and these are applications which you will get pre-installed, including the maps application. You also get file manager pre-installed, and you also get some other application pre-installed, including tools like flashlight, which will allow you to use the LED flashlight at the backside as a torch. You have sound recorder, you have DLNA support protocol supported, you do have FM radio pre-installed, you also have Polaris application which will allow you to edit the documents on the go, and you do have a weather application as well which will come on this device preloaded. As far as the overall sound quality which you will get from this device, as far as music playback is concerned from the headphones, it is pretty okay, not too good again, but when it comes to the overall loudness which comes out from the loudspeaker, it is pretty good. Overall loudness of the sound which comes out from the loudspeaker is like this. Let me just increase the volume of the song. And again, it gets blocked whenever you place this device on a table. And again, the loudness of the sound which comes out from the loudspeaker is not too loud. Now here we have loaded a website into the browser which we get on this device, and again the browser on this device is not very fast. It has just loaded the website and loading is not yet finished. Now it is finished, and when it comes to the kinetic scrolling is pretty smooth. However, I can see a little lag in the graphics whenever I do the kinetic scrolling, but still it is pretty okay. You do have pinch to zoom, it is not that fluid, but again works. When it comes to double tap to zoom does work, and you do have panning as well supported. You can also play YouTube videos within the web page into this browser, and you do have tab browsing supported on this device as far as browser is concerned. Now the score which we have got on Antutu is 4037 for this device, which is again a pretty good score. And this is how the detailed score look like for this device for the CPU, memory, input output operation, 2D and 3D. Now taking a look over this device as far as the benchmark scores is concerned, we have got a score of 14307 for this device on the benchmark on Antutu, as you can see, and this is how the detailed score look like for the CPU, RAM, GPU and input and output operation. Now Ninamark, we have got a pretty good score of 54.1 FPS on this device, and this device does perform pretty good on the gaming as well. We have played some graphic intensive game on this device and they run fine, including Modern Combat 4, Frontline Commando, D-Day. Both of these games run fine. The casual games like Temple Run 2, Subway Surfer, Temple Run OZ, they run smoothly on this device without any issues. So on multi-touch, device supports 10-point multi-touch. And you can also use this device for GPS navigation. You just need to make sure that the GPS satellite option is checked on under location access. Now one thing which we have noticed on this device while doing video recording or while playing these games, the device becomes slightly hot at the back side, at this part basically, which is again not too uncomfortable to hold, but it is kind of hot whenever you are doing some high graphic intensive task on this device. Now we are playing Asphalt 7 on this device, and let's see how does this game perform as far as graphics are concerned. So till now there is no lag as far as the graphics are concerned on this device while playing this game. As you can see, the sensors on the device are also responsive, not very sensitive I would say, but they are pretty responsive. As you can see, there is a very minimal lag which is noticeable at specific time basically whenever you are playing this game. Apart from that, there is no problem while playing this game on this device, as you can see. So there is no graphic lag or any other issue which we can notice on this device while playing this game. So this device does perform pretty good on the gaming front. It can play graphic intensive games like this one. The draw distance for this game is also pretty good. There is no issue with that. And there is no lag in the graphics as well, which we can notice. So as you can see, we are playing a high definition video from YouTube from our channel. And again, when it comes to the video quality, it is getting played in the high definition format. And let me just increase the volume of this video as well. As you can see, the video is getting played without any problem on this device. As far as viewing angles are concerned, viewing angles are pretty wide on this device while watching this video. So the overall loudness which comes out from the loudspeaker at the back side is pretty okay. If it is not too loud, definitely. And you also have the option of creating a portable Wi-Fi hotspot in case you want to. You have support for USB tethering as well, and Bluetooth tethering is also supported on this phone. And as far as OTG support is concerned, we have just connected a flash drive with the help of an OTG cable, and on-the-go USB is supported on this device. As you can see, it can read the contents of the flash drive which we have just connected, and we can play a video as well on this device from the flash drive. The overall battery backup which you will get on this device while using this phone, for a moderate user it will be around 1 day, and for heavy user it will be little less than 1 day. However, you still be able to get around 1 day of battery backup from this phone, as we got during our 2 weeks of review. That's all from us as far as the full hands-on review of the Huawei Ascend P6. We really like this device as far as the build quality is concerned. The camera is also pretty good on the quality when it comes to the low light or daylight. The sound quality which comes out from the loudspeaker is pretty good. However, it is not too loud. When it comes to the camera, the front camera is also pretty good. It can do a high definition video chat. The overall form factor of the phone is pretty nice. The weight of the phone is also light. So we would like to give a thumbs up to this phone for all these things. And when it comes to some of the things which we are not happy about with this phone, that is the overall loudness which comes out from the loudspeaker and the overall UI which we see on this device. Again, it is running Emotion UI, which does not allow you to customize much as far as the interface is concerned. It is a self-customized interface which will give you certain options, but again nothing is in your control, and it is not the stock Android experience. Again, the UI is kind of fast, it is not laggy, so it does not cause any problem while using it. That's all from us. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.